Hi, this is Rebecca Porter. Today I will be talking about my process for creating instructions on using the SuperEar personal sound amplifier device. A little background on the SuperEar device. This is a personal sound amplifier device. It's available to patients who are receiving care across the whole Duke University healthcare system. That includes primary care clinics, specialty clinics, ambulatory surgery areas, and 3 different hospitals. Recently, we had some of the nurses in the Duke primary care clinics expressing a need for standardized instructions on using the SuperEars. Since I am a coordinator within the Duke Center for Geriatric Nursing Excellence, I'm interested in supporting best care for older adults. That can include people who have hearing loss, and so I was interested in helping out with this project. About the Duke Center for Geriatric Nursing Excellence. The Duke Center for Geriatric Nursing Excellence, or the CGNE, is a partnership between the Duke University healthcare system and the Duke University School of Nursing, which aims to improve care and outcomes for older adults. The process that I went through, first, I started with a collaboration with the clinical nurse specialist, or CNS, at Duke Regional Hospital. She was able to demonstrate to me how to use the SuperEar device. Since I am not currently in clinical practice, I didn't have any experience using these with a patient. So she was very helpful to lend me her ears and to show me how to use the SuperEars device. I reviewed the SuperEar website, and then I went on to write instructions and create a companion demonstration video on how to use the SuperEars. As I was creating my instructions, I took into consideration the Duke Health branding. The CGNE is a partnership between 2 entities at Duke University School of Nursing and Duke Health. Each of those different sides of the university has its own branding guide. There is a Duke University branding guide and also a branding guide for Duke Health. I chose to go with the Duke Health branding guide in terms of the fonts that I chose, the layout, the spacing, and images that I could use. Interestingly, I learned the Duke School of Medicine has pretty extensive branding to itself. The School of Nursing does not. I see an opportunity here. I think that the School of Nursing could probably improve its branding to better increase its recognition among the public. Another interesting point that I found on the branding and style guide for Duke Health is that I could not combine the Duke Health master logo. Seen here, the Duke Nursing logo is the entity logo version of the master logo. I could not combine that with another entity or consumer service type logo. I wanted to promote the CGNE in the instructions that I was including. And so I did not include this Duke Nursing logo or one of the Duke Health logos because I was also promoting the Duke CGNE. And the CGNE does not have its own branding. If I were going to roll this out across the health system, I would like to have the Duke Health Brand Center review my instructions to see if and how I could incorporate more of the Duke Nursing branding on the instructions that I wrote. So that would be a next step. Next, I sent the written and the video instructions to other CGNE coordinators and to several of the specialty clinic nurse practitioners that are within my personal network. These are the questions that I asked my testers to answer. What information in either the written or video instructions is wrong? What is confusing or unclear? What seems to be missing? What information is present in the video but missing from the written instructions, and vice versa? Where in your practice area could instructions like these be kept? Is there something in either the written or the video instructions that does not apply to your specific practice area, and then any other comments or questions. I received feedback from 2 of my testers. First, tester number 1 pointed out an error, so that was helpful. There is an older product called the Turbo Ears that was referenced in the written materials, so I would need to correct that. And then tester 1 also asked if the information on the how to obtain the super ears is still accurate, because that can be different within each of the different practice areas. Tester number 1 shared that another nurse had a technique that I wasn't aware of how to use the earphones and to check the volume, so that could be something I could incorporate. And then also suggested making the pictures smaller so that the document could be shorter. Tester number 2 had seen the device before, but she was not familiar with it, so she was glad to know what the device is and how to use the super ears, and she felt like now she would better be able to advocate for other nurses to use the product with their patients and to let her patients know about the super ears. She also pointed out that, again, the process for how to obtain the super ears in her specialty clinic was not present in the directions. Some of the next steps that I would plan to take with these: 1, as I mentioned before, I would confirm with the Duke Health Brand Center that the instructions are consistent with the Duke Health brand. I think this is really important to make sure that the information that we are providing from the CGNE is consistent with the larger Duke Health branding. I would confirm that the process for how to obtain the Super Ears device is correct for all locations across Duke University Healthcare System. I would update the photos to help them look more professional, and I would probably resize them. And then if the video were to be rolled out across the health system, it would need to be more professionally produced. The video that I provided for this project, I really considered a prototype, and I let my testers know that as well. So it would need to be professionally produced at the Duke University School of Nursing. In conclusion, through this project, I have found that I can really help fulfill the mission of the Duke CGNE by being able to provide clear instructions for commonly used items like the super ears within the health system. As I said before, I'm not currently in clinical practice, but I can see creating instructions like these and for other products is a way that I can couple my previous clinical expertise with the professional communication skills that I'm learning in this course and in this program. So this was a great example of being able to bring those 2 skill sets together to help fulfill the mission of the Duke CGNE. Finally, this is us. This is the Duke CGNE at our recent annual meeting. This is all of the geriatric resource nurses across the Duke University healthcare system who are working every day to improve care for older adults at Duke. Thank you.